Okay, now let's try number 1 there. So what is the antiderivative of negative x equal x to the negative 3? How can you find antiderivative x to the negative 3? Plus 1, right?
Yeah.
And divided by the same numbers. Negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2, right? That is it. Okay, so the antiderivative is x to the 1 negative 2 over negative 2. Are you okay with this?
Yes.
Right? So actually this one, maybe you can write down this one, okay? Negative 1 over 2x squared, right? It's okay? That is equivalent. So take a derivative, this one from 1 to 2 there. First one is about negative. Okay, or you can move or write this is negative, move to the front, it doesn't matter, okay? That is still considered as a constant. Okay, I'm gonna move this one out. That is easier way. Constant, move over here. Or you can move right 2, move out 2, okay? 1 over 2, it doesn't matter. What this is fine. Negative inside, what is that? 1 over 2 times 2x squared is 4, right? X squared is 4, 2 squared is 4, 2 times 1 over 8. And minus 1 over what? 2. That's right?
Yeah.
1 over 8 minus 1 over 2 is this is what? 4 over 8, right? Actually, this is a 4 over 8. Okay, so negative 1 minus 4 is what? Negative 3 over 8, right? So negative is now positive 3 over 8. That is the value of this definite integral, okay? 3 over 8 is the answer. Okay. All right, number 2. F of x equals 2x plus 1 to the fourth power. What is the fourth derivative of f of x at x equals 0? We need to find the what? Fourth derivative. First derivative, second derivative, third derivative, fourth derivative. We're gonna find up to here. Okay? Okay, now take a look. Okay, the first derivative first. F prime x is how much? 4, move to the front. 2x plus 1. 4 minus 1 is 3, but we multiply it with derivative of inside. 2x plus 1 derivative is 2, right? Times 2. Which is what? 8 times 2x plus 1 to the 3, right? That's the first derivative. Are you okay with this?
Yeah.
So using chain rule, right? Second derivative. 3 times 8 is what? 24. I'm going to take away integral over here, right? Derivative of 2x plus 1 is 2, right? 24 times 2 is what? 48. 2x plus 1 to the what? Square. Are you okay with this?
24. Okay.
Yeah, 24. All right, 24 times the inside over here. Take a derivative one more time. 2 multiply by 2 again, right?
Yeah.
Third derivative. I'm going to use third derivative over here. 48 times 2 is 96. 96, but inside the chain rule derivative is over 2x plus 1 is 2, right? 96 times 9, 2 again is what? 192, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. X there, 2x plus 1 to the 1. That's it. Okay? After that, fourth derivative, what is that? 192 times 2x is what? 2x is what? 384, right?
Yeah.
Okay, substitute. Okay, this is looks like what? 384 x plus 192, right? Derivative of this one, 384. Second constant will be 0, okay? At x equals 0, it doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. Any value of x is always a constant, 384, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The number 3, y equals 3 over 4 plus x squared. What is the dy dx derivative?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you can use the quotient rule. Okay?
Yeah.
That is better. Okay. So dy dx derivative is the denominator square, right? 4 plus x squared and squared. Now, what about numerator? The first 3 derivative times denominator, right? Yeah. 3 derivative is what is the 0. 0 times 4 plus is just still 0, okay? Minus, don't change 3, which is 3 times derivative of denominator. What is derivative of denominator? 2x, right?
Yeah.
So now simplify. Negative 6x over 4 plus x squared and square is the answer, okay? Okay. So choice A is the answer, okay?
Yeah.
All right, number 4, dy dx equals cosine 2x. So what is y? Okay, integral, right? Or you can use this is kind of like differential equation, okay? So times dx both sides. dy equals what? Cosine 2x and dx. After that, you can take right integral, right? dy integral is y. That is y equals, this exactly looks like this one, cosine 2x dx. Are you okay with this?
Yeah.
Now find out the antiderivative. That's the answer, right? What is the antiderivative of cosine 2x? Sine 2x. Right? That is the antiderivative. But we have, right, 2x there. When you take a derivative of sine 2x, it's going to multiply what is that? Cosine 2x and times derivative of 2x is 2, right? But there's no 2 there. That's why we need to divide by 1/2. Okay, that is antiderivative. Okay, you have to check it out, okay? And the plus c is the answer, okay? So where is the answer? 1/2 sine 2x and plus c is the answer, okay? Choice C is the answer there. Alright, over here limit value, okay? When x go to infinite, when x go to infinite, right, this compared to n squared, this is so small that it's 0. Okay, forget about this one. Now take a look. N go to infinite. N squared is going to be increased by same rate. It's going to cancel out. So which is what? 4 is the answer, okay? Are you okay with this?
Yeah.
Alright. Or you can use, okay, divided by n squared both sides. When you divide by n squared, it looks like this one. The limit and close approaches infinite. N squared divided by n squared is 4 over here, right?
Yeah.
Over here, n squared divided by n squared is a positive 1 plus 10,000 n divided by n is what? 10,000, very big number. Still n is what? Much greater than this number. N is infinite, okay? Any constant, million over infinite, still 0. Okay, when this is n close to infinite, that's close to 0. That's why over here, okay, 4 over 1 is 4, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, that is number 6 there. F of x equals x and f prime 5 is how much? You know that f prime x is how much there? F prime x is 1. Slope is 1. At any point what x, okay? Slope of tangent line is 1. Because you take a look over here. Y equals this graph. This is y equals x. At any point you can make a right tangent. This is a tangent already, right? Okay? Slope is always 1 there.
Yeah.
Okay? Any point, slope is 1. Slope is 1. Okay? Okay. So, the slope is always 1 there. Okay? Slope of tangent is always 1. That's f prime, okay? So, 0 is 1, and 5 is still, slope is 1, 10 is still, slope is 1, okay? Yeah, derivative is a constant, never change. What about number 7? Which of the following equal to ln4? That not belongs to AP. This is a free care, right? ln times ln1 is what? That is the plus is what? When you combine this one, condensed form is what? ln 3 times 1 is 3, right? And also ln1 equals 0. That's still ln 3. You understand? ln A plus ln B. With additions, this one equals what? ln A times B. Okay, this is we said what? Product rule, okay?
Yeah.
The next one is ln A minus ln B. That is a quotient. ln A over B. When you put it in this, okay, inside one log, okay? That is A over B. ln A plus ln 2. That is not ln 4, okay? That is not 8 divided by 2, okay? ln 8 is what is that? ln 2 to the cube over ln 2. ln 2 to the cube using the power rule, 3 is moved to the front is what? 3 ln 2 over ln 2, right? This ln turns out that is a 3, okay? That is not ln 4. That's right?
Yeah.
E to the t antiderivative is still e to the t. We take integral from 1 to 4. This is e to the 4 minus e to the 1, right? E to the 1. That is not e to the 3, okay? So e to the 4 minus e, right? That is not ln 4 there.
Yeah.
This is ln 4 there. What is the antiderivative of ln 4? This one is a little hard, okay? Maybe we can memorize this one. Okay? So I'm going to do this one then later. I'm going to do this one first.
Right.
What is the 1 over t antiderivative? ln t, right? 1 over t is my antiderivative always ln t. But absolute value of t, but no problem. T is between 1 and 4, still positive, right? So ln 4 positive, that's why ln 4 minus ln 1 equals 0, okay? ln 1. Absolute value is still 0. That is ln 4, right? Yeah, that's the answer. Okay? But this is not 4, this is not the 4, okay? What is the antiderivative of ln 4? So we use integral by part.
Yeah.
Just give 1 minute, okay? We use this before integral by part, okay? Take this one and use x equals ln 4, ln x, db equals dx. Okay? Use, okay? x db and the dx. Okay, I'm sorry, u equals ln x, not x. Okay? And over here, what is du? du is what? 1 over x dx. Are you okay with this?
Yeah.
Okay, what is what? Okay, what is the b there? From here, what is the b? b equals what? X. Are you okay with this? Okay. So this one equals what is that? U times b, right? U times b minus integral b du, right? That's the integral by part. So u times b is what? X times ln x.
Yeah.
Minus b is what? X. And du is 1 over x dx, okay? 1 over x dx.
Yeah.
Okay? du equals 1 over x dx. Replace with x, okay? This is a 1, okay?
Right.
So I could just write much x ln x integral by this one is how much? X, right? Antiderivative is 1 is x. That is what antiderivative of this one. So this one antiderivative, we memorize this one, okay? This is very popular one. X ln x and minus x. We take this is what 1 to 4, but that is not ln 4, right? Put this number. 4 ln 4 minus 4 minus, put this number 1 there. X ln 1 is 0. Another 1 over here, minus 1, right?
Yeah.
So this is a 4 ln 4 minus 4 plus 1 is a minus 3, right? That is not equal to ln 4, okay? But this is definitely ln 4. But B, this is a very popular one, okay? But you don't have to take integral by part every time, okay? Just the antiderivative of ln x, okay? Antiderivative of ln x, that equals what? X ln x minus x. Okay, plus c. Memorize, okay? You put by x, another minus x, okay? The number is the slope of the line tangent to the graph y equals ln x over 2 at x equals 4. Slope of line tangent, we're going to find y, f of prime at x equals 4, isn't it? That's it, right?
Yeah.
So f of x equals over here, x ln 2. Okay, this is the f of the same things. So what is the f of prime x? We're going to find f prime x. What is f prime x over here? Do you remember?
Yeah.
ln u, that is a function of x. That's the prime equals what? U prime over u, right? You have to memorize this one. U prime is what? X over 2. Okay? No. U prime is 1 over x, okay? The derivative of x over 2 is 1 over 2. And the u is what? X over 2 there.
Okay.
But this is cancelled out. We got the still 1 over x there, okay?
Yeah.
F of prime x is 1 over x. Now, what is the slope at x equals 4? Put this number 4 there, okay? 4 there, 1 over 4, right? That's the slope of line tangent, okay, at x equals 4, right? 1/4 is the answer. Okay, number 9, okay, the area under the curve e to the negative x squared from negative 1 to 1, that is the area given by the number k.
Yeah.
Okay, what is this graph? Okay, I'm going to find out this graph. Actually, this graph f of x equals how much? 1 over e to the x squared, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the graph of this one, when x equals 0, that is 1. When it's increased, getting down. The graph looks like this way. E to the x squared graph looks like this one. This is x equals 0, that is 1 over 1 is 1 over here. This is 1. The graph looks like this. Okay. So I'm going to show you the real graph over here. Okay. The graph over here, y equals e to the what? Negative x squared, okay? Negative x and squared.
Yes.
Like with this?
Yeah.
Right? One over here going down, the other down, okay? But never touch right x-axis, okay? That's the graph. But we're gonna find the curve between 1 and negative 1. Between over here, negative 1 to 1 there. This area is given by the number k. This area is now k. Now we're gonna find the area from negative 1 to 0, right? Because this is even functions. Negative 1 to 0 over here. Negative 1 is only half of this one. Right? This area is how much? Half of this one. K over 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, another k over 2. Total is k, okay? So k over 2 is the answer, okay? But we know that f of x equals e to the what? E to the negative x squared, or f of x equals 1 over e to the x squared. That is by even function, okay?
Yeah.
Even function, you can check it out. F of x equals f of negative x. That is even function, okay? Because x equals f of, put this number negative x. 1 over e to the negative x squared, still e to the x squared, right? It's the same number, okay? That is even functions. Number 10 there. Number 10, y equals 10 to the y x squared minus 1. We're going to find derivative, okay? Y dy dx, okay? That is the exponent function, okay? You understand exponent functions? If we have this one, f of x equals y, a to the u of x. U is a function of x, a is base numbers, okay? What is the rule over there? What is f prime x? Do you remember? F prime x is what? A to the u. After that, you multiply u prime. After that, you multiply ln a, right?
Yeah.
That's a chain rule with the chain rule, okay?
Yeah.
But this one dy dx is what? 10 to the what? Exponential, same thing, x squared minus 1. Times u prime is how much? 2x.
Yeah.
After that, you multiply it by ln 10 there, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So how much? 2 times x, okay? Move to the front. That is looking nice. You're gonna make it looking nice. 2x. The next one is ln 10 is the first. ln 10, that is the compute, right? 2x is what? Okay, ln 10, it doesn't matter. Separate. But better use parentheses, okay? After that, times what? 10 to the what? X squared minus 1. Are you okay with this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where is this one? 2x times ln 10, 10 to the x squared minus 1. Choice D is the answer, okay?
Yeah.
So you have to memorize this formula. So number 11, the position of a particle moves along a straight line at any time t is given by the equations. St is t squared 4t plus 4. What is the acceleration of the particle when t is 4? Acceleration is what is that? A4, right?
Yeah.
From here. St is what is there? Velocity. One more t is what? That is acceleration, right? So at equals s second prime t, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you need to find. Okay, it doesn't matter. Anyway, acceleration is what? Second position, second derivative at x equals 4, right? We're gonna find this value. Okay, first derivative, vt is how much? First derivative is over here, 2t and plus 4. Are you okay with this?
Yeah.
Second derivative is, that is at, second derivative is how much? 2.
Mm-hmm.
For any value of t, always what? Constant acceleration. Constant doesn't change. When t is 4, acceleration 2. When t is 5, acceleration also 2. If t is 6, still 2. Okay? That's a constant acceleration, okay? So choice B is the answer. This acceleration is a constant. That means what? Increased what? With the same rate. Speed is what? Constantly increased, right?
Yeah.
Okay? Speed is constantly increased. Okay, that is what? Constant acceleration, okay? Alright, number 12. F of g of x, that is composition, okay? When you put this number g of x in the f, we got what? ln x squared plus 4, right?
Yeah.
F of x equals what? X squared. What is the gx? F of x squared looks like this one. F of x ln x squared is what looks like this one. And the inside the square, right? If this was x is what? Input. Put this map, okay? Leave the blank. That is x, okay? Instead of x, we use what? G of x there, okay?
Yeah.
This is the g of x there. Are you okay with this?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the g of x? G of x squared is what? This one. Right?
Yeah.
Can you see that? G over x and squared, that is equals to x squared plus 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, inside it must be equal, right? G over x. Okay. So, g of x square root. Okay. G of x is what? Plus minus square root what? X squared plus 4, right? But in this case, g of x is what? Positive. We take a positive number, not negative sign, okay? So negative side is out. Still positive what? X squared plus 4, right? That is function of what? G of x. Okay? Number 13 there. Yeah, x and y is mixed up. So we take a derivative, we need implicit differentiation, okay? We need the implicit differentiation. What is the derivative of 2x? X squared, 2x, right?
Yeah.
Derivative of xy, this is prime is what is there? Prime is 2x, this is prime is what? First prime times y, okay? The prime, derivative of x is 1 times y is y. And x times derivative of y is what? X prime, that is dy dx. And this one is derivative how much? 3y squared, but y prime again, right? Because y is a function of tx, okay? Zero constant derivative still zero. So we have, where is y prime there? We have a y prime here and here. We need to combine these two, okay? So x plus 3y squared, x plus 3y squared, and the y prime. All the other words move to the right. Negative 2x, negative y. Are you okay with this? After that, you can divide by x plus 3y squared, okay? So from here, we can say y prime equals how much? Negative 2x minus y over, okay? X plus 3y squared. Are you okay with this? Okay. So where is this one? X plus 3y squared, okay? Minus move out, okay? Move to the front. Okay, that is new one. 2x plus y, right? Because that is minus 2x plus y, isn't it? Minus move to the front. This is equivalent form, okay? Negative to the front, 2x plus y over x plus 3y squared, okay? Choice A is the answer. All right, number 14. Okay, velocity of particle moving on a line at time t. Okay, that is velocity. 3 2 half, 5t, 3 half. Okay, how many meters did the particle travel t0 to 4? Travel distance. Okay. How can you find this one? The distance. When you tackle over here, 3t 1 half plus 5t 3 half, that is increased, right?
Yeah.
This is actually right. 3 square root t, 5 square root t cube, right? Both was increased one. They never be a negative number, okay? We just find out why from distance is travel distance from 0 to 4, that is the integral of this one, right? Integral of this one. This is increased anyway. A little increase seems like this is increased. But we're gonna find what? From t equals 0 to 4 over here, right? 0 is over here, okay. 0 is 0. Velocity is 0. But we still don't know, okay, it doesn't matter. Anyway, that is the velocity over here. Inside area of this one under this velocity, that is the distance, okay? So, this travel distance is what is there? We take away velocity, the integral of velocity, okay? From t equals 0 to 4, velocity is what? 3t 1 half plus 5t 3 over 2, right? dt. Are you okay with this?
Yeah.
That is what? Distance, okay? Travel distance.
Yeah.
So what is the antiderivative of 3t 2 over 3? Check it out. Plus 1 is what? 3 over 2, right? So t to the what? 3 over 2. divided by 3 over 2 is what? 2 over times 2 over 3, right? Okay, times 2 over 3 means what is that? 2 times 6 over 3, okay? Times 2 over 3 is what? 2, it's okay? That is 2t 3 over 2, right? Second one is plus 1 over here, what is that? 5 over 2, right? 2 to the what? 5 over 2. But we divided by 5 over 2 is times 2 over 5. Okay? Times 2 over 5 is still 2 over there, right? 5 times 2 over 5, right? 5 is still 2 there. That is the antiderivative of this one. We take this one from 0 to 4. Are you okay with this?
Yes.
Okay, put this number 4 there. 2 times 4 is what? 2 square, right? I'm going to 2 square times 3 over 2. Plus 2 times what? This is also 2 square times 5 over 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 is what? 2 squared. 0 is put in there into the t, it's going to be 0, all 0, okay? Minus 0 plus 0, 0. But this is 2 times, what is it? 2 squared times 3 over 2 is 2 is cancelled out. 2 cube is 8, right? 2 times what? 2 squared is out over here. 2 to the 5th power is 32, right? So sum of this one is how much? 16 plus 2 times 32 is 64, which is equals to how much? 70, 80, right? Yeah, the distance traveled is what? By between these two times will be 80. Are you okay with this?
Yeah.
Alright, number 15, the domain of function defined by this one, x squared minus 4. What is domain? Inside the number, log cannot be negative number or 0. It must be positive. That is the definition of log. Okay? So x squared minus 4 must be greater than 0. Okay? It can be 0 or it cannot be negative 4 or negative 0. Okay? Negative, okay? So that is domain. Are you okay with this?
Yeah.
Okay, that is definition of log, right?
Yeah.
Now we have to solve this one. This is x plus 2, x minus 2 is a positive. Take this is a graph over this one. This graph looks like this. One is the 2 over here, the other is negative 2. Graph will pass this way. This is a graph of y prime, right? F of x prime, okay? No, it's not y prime, I'm sorry. This is just a graph of this, okay? Inside, okay, we solve this one. So for what value of x, y equals positive. This is y equals positive, right? Y should be greater than 0. Here positive, right? Negative, not working. Okay? If x is between negative 2, 2, that is undefined because inside the number is negative, right? So greater than 2 or less than negative 2 is okay, right?
Yeah.
Which one is what greater than 2, less than negative 2? Which one? This one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Absolute value is greater than 2 means what? That implies what x is greater than 2 or x is less than negative 2. That's the meaning, okay? You understand? Okay, this one is absolute value of 2. Okay? Greater than 2. Absolute value 2 is what? 2 over here, negative 2. Okay? Right hand side. 3 is what is it? Put this number 3. Absolute value of 3 is greater than 2. That's fine, right? So this side. Okay, negative 3 is okay too, right? Negative 3 absolute value of 3 must be greater than 2. So the other side, negative 3 is okay. Okay? If x equals 0, 0 is not greater than 2, right? That is wrong.
Yeah.
So solution of this one is what? Already the other side of these two endpoint. Okay? What about this one? In this case, what is implied this one? X is between 2 points. X is greater than negative 2 but less than 2. That's the meaning. This one is where x is greater than negative 2, but less than or equals 2, right? Are you okay with this? Okay.
Yes.
The number 16, the function defined by f of x cubed minus 3x squared for all real number x has a relative maximum at, okay? Relative maximum is what is that? Looks like this way.
Yeah.
Graph is increasing, decreasing, right? At this point, that has relative maximums. But we're gonna check, right, first derivative, right? So, first derivative, how much is this one? 3x squared, and minus 2 times 3 is what? 6x.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's find the graph of this one, f prime x, okay? When you make this one, 3x is a common out, inside is x minus 2. You can factor this one. So what that means, f prime x graph, it looks like this way. X equals 0 over here, passes this one. X equals 2 over here. The graph will pass this way. This is f1, prime x graph. So what can you see over here? This is a positive, this is negative, this is a positive. Because this is the graph of f prime x, okay? The graph is increasing from here to here. And decreasing. So actual graph is what? Increasing and decreasing. At this point, x equals 0, it has what? Relative maximum. Okay? So, x equals 0 is the relative maximum. At x equals 2, decreasing, increasing. That is what? Relative minimum, right? At x equals 2 is what? Relative minimum. At x equals 0, relative maximum. Right? I'm going to show you the graph of this one, okay? This is the original graph, okay? But this graph is a graph of first derivative, right? Not original graph. Original graph is totally different, okay? Y equals yx cubed, okay? And the minus 3x squared. That is the original graph. This is the original graph over here. Can you see that over here?
Yeah.
This is totally different, this graph, right? What is this? From up to 0, from negative 2 up to 0, that is positive means what? Increasing. Graph is increasing over here, right? Can you see that? That's the graph increasing up to a 0. Okay?
Yeah.
After that, minus means what? Decreasing. That's why at x equals 0, it has a relative maximum there. Still decreasing. Over here, from decreasing, increasing, at this point over here, right? At this point, 2 and negative 4, it has a relative minimum, right? Not going increase over here. Okay? That's the original graph. So I'm going to put this way, f prime f graph over here one more times. Looks like right different, okay? This is y equals y f prime x graph, okay? That equals what? 3x squared and the minus 6x. Okay? That's the x prime graph for this one. This up to here, that means what? This one is what? Y value is all positive, right? Positive means what? The graph is increasing. This is original increasing. This going down is what? Minus is decreasing. Up to here 2, right? Up to here 2, they are all negative number, right? Between 0 and 2 still decreasing. So this graph is what? Decreasing, right? Over here. Up to here 2 decreasing. Are you okay with this? That's right? That's decreasing up to here, right? After this is a positive again. So original graph is increasing again, right? So graph of right first derivative and original graph totally different, okay? Only first derivative give us what? Increasing, decreasing, okay? And it's what? Maybe sometimes it's concave up, concave down too, right?
Yeah.
Are you okay with this? Okay. Number 17 there, okay? X to the y, e to the negative x. Okay, so this one is a little hard, okay? This one is we use what? Integral by part. Okay, or we can use what Tabula's formula. Do you remember Tabula's formula?
I think a little bit, but
Yeah, Tabula's formula. I'm going to use the Tabula's formula here, okay? So Tabula formula is a polynomial and other function, okay? This is what very easy to find it by antiderivative, right? So x is what derivative. So Tabula's over here. X is a derivative. E to the x is what negative x is what the integral, okay? This is derivative. This is integral. So x derivative is 1. 1 derivative is 0, right? You can continue over here up to 0.
yeah,
What is the antiderivative of e to the negative x? Negative e to the negative x, isn't it?
yeah, I'm still good.
Okay, when you take a derivative, you got the y positive, right? Negative, negative, positive e to the x, okay? Now, another take an integral over here, what is that? This times negative x, right?
Yeah,
Antiderivative. Keep going over here, what is that? E to the another one, negative x, periodic, right? So you multiply this one, how? You can use this one, cross multiplication. X times this way, okay? So first one, this is equals to antiderivative is what? X times minus e to the x is a negative x e to the negative x, okay? The next is what? This way, but this times is what? Plus, this is minus, put the number, okay? 1 times e to the negative, but still negative sign, okay? Put the negative sign over here, minus e to the negative x, okay? That is the antiderivative of this one. Are you okay with this?
yes,
Now put this number 1 in there, okay? So negative 1 and e to the negative 1. So what is negative 1, e to the negative is negative, e to the negative 1 there. And put this number 1 there. Minus e to the what? Another negative 1 there, okay? Are you okay with this? After that, put this number 0 into the x. 0 is this 0, right? 0 minus e to the what? X equals 0 is what? 0. Are you okay with this?
yeah,
Okay, now simplify this one. Negative e to the negative 1 minus e to the negative is what is that? Maybe you can use, okay, negative 1 over e, negative 1 over e, okay? Negative 1 over e minus 1 over e, okay? And plus, this is 1, right? Okay, e to 0 is 1, right? Minus 1.
Yeah.
Minus minus is plus 1, isn't it? So this is the same thing, right? So 1 minus what? 2 to the e. Are you okay with this?
yeah,
Okay. So where is the 1 minus 2 to the e? This one, right?
yeah,
This is actually 1 minus e, 2 times e to the negative 1, okay? Same things. Or you can find the equivalent, okay? Choice C is the answer. Are you okay with this?
yeah,
All right. All right, number 18 is y equals cosine x and minus sine square of x. Then y prime, derivative, okay? This is an easy one, right? dy dx, y prime is how much? Then take a derivative over here. What is derivative of cosine square of x? 2 move down, right? 2 cosine x. It looks like this one. This is better. Square. 2 move down over here. Minus 1 is minus 1. That's fine. Cosine x. 2 minus 1 is 1. But still what? Take a derivative of cosine x over here, right?
yeah,
Derivative of cosine x is what? Negative sine x, isn't it? Right?
yeah,
That is a chain rule. Second one is what? Sine square of x. Okay, derivative how much? 2 sine x. But inside is what? This is same thing. Okay, I'm going to do sine x squared. That is better. Derivative is what? 2 sine x. After that, you multiply to what? Derivative inside. Okay, sine x derivative is cosine x. Right? That is equals how much? Negative 2 sine x cosine x minus 2 sine x cosine x. What is actually this one? negative 4 sine x and cosine x. Are you okay with this?
Yeah.
We have a negative 4 sine x, cosine x. No, it's not like this one. So we're going to change it again, right? Negative 2, another 2 of it, 2 is out. 2 sine x dx, cosine x.
Yeah.
This is what is it? 2 sine x, cosine x, sine 2x, right? Equivalent. Are you okay with this?
Yeah.
So, negative 2 times sine 2x is this, okay? Negative 2 times sine 2x is this, okay? Another shortcut over here. Do you remember this one? Cosine square of x minus sine square of x. Cosine square of x minus sine square of x. What is the equivalent? Do you remember this one? This is equals to what? Cosine 2x.
2 sine square. 2
Yeah.
sine 2.
That is cosine 2x, right? I'm going to write down over here. Cosine 2x. Better memorize this one, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to write down over here. Cosine 2x. A little down, I need a little more space there. Down over here. I'm going to write down over here. Cosine 2x. Remember. Sine 2x, 2 sine x, cosine x. Cosine 2x, first one is what? Cosine square of x minus sine square of x. Second one is what? 2 cosine square of x minus 1. Or sometimes 1 minus 2 sine square of x. Are you okay with this?
Yeah.
Okay, we have 3 different way for the y cosine 2 of x. So this is actually cosine 2 of x, okay? Y equals cosine 2x, simplify. Now from here you can separate, okay? Take a derivative, that's easier way, okay? Cosine 2x is what? Negative sine 2x, okay? And times what? Derivative inside 2x is 2, right? Times 2, right? That's what we got to a negative 2 sine 2x very quickly, right? Are you okay? So because this is the long way, this is shortcut. Okay, if you know the right, cosine square of x minus sine square of x equals cosine 2x. Okay, if you know this formula, it's very simple formula. Okay. All right, number 19 there. So f of x plus 1 plus f of x2 is what? F of x1 plus x2. It's very, okay, interesting property there, okay? All right. So which of the following could define the value of x? Which one?
Could be.
Okay, you can over here, okay? You can put this number x1, okay, and x2, okay? So you're gonna check it out, okay? Right, for examples over here. F of x1 over here, from here, for example, this one is f of x1 equals to x1 plus 1, right?
Yeah.
F of x2 equals what? x2 plus 1, okay? When you're this one, that is equals to what? F of what? x1 plus x2? x1 plus x2 is what? From here.
Yeah.
Put this number x1 plus x2, right? x1 plus x2 plus 1, right? But when you add these two, x1 plus x2 plus 2 not equals to 1. That is wrong. You can check it out this way. Okay? Not the next one over here. F of x, this one, take this one first. F of x1 equals what? 2x1. F of x2 is what? 2x2. F of x1 plus f of x2 is what? 2x1 plus x2, right?
Yeah.
Second one is the f of what? x1 plus x2 is how much? This is what? F of what? x1 plus x2 from here. Put this number x is what? x1 plus x2. How much is this one?
Should be
Times
around.
x1 plus x2, isn't it? This
Yeah.
I forgot this one. This is just this one. 2 times x1 plus x2 equals this one, right?
Mhm.
That is true. Okay? When you have like 2x, that is what y-intercept is 0. Okay? When you have 2x over here. This is 2x. Okay?
Mm.
But this is the linear, but y-intercept is 0. This is already working. x1 over here and x2 over here. When you this one plus this one, from here x1 over x2 all together, right? From here together, put this number over here. It's the same numbers. This one plus this one is what? Put this x1 plus this one is what? From here to here, what? x1 plus x2, right? Another over here. It's gonna be it. Same. This one plus this one already equal this one. Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay. Other confused, right? Just check it out. Okay. Using this property. Okay. Put this number x1 there, x2 there, and the sum of this one equals this. Okay.
Yeah.
And put this number x1, x2 into the x. x1 plus x2, okay, into the x over here, okay? 2 times x1 plus x2. It's gonna be equal to this one, okay? All right.
Mm.
So choice B is the answer, okay? So choice C is not working. That's right. Choice D is not working. Choice D is what? F of x1 is what? E to the x1.
Yeah.
F to the x2 is what? E to the x2. Sum of this one is e to the x1 plus e to the x2, right?
Mm.
But what is the f of what? X plus x2. X plus x2 is what? Over here, from here, x1 plus x2, x1 plus x2, totally different. X this is how much? E to the x1 times e to the x2, right? Not plus, okay? That is not working. Something like this one, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, that's all today. Okay, so after class, okay, you just figure out one more time. Okay,
Okay.
all right. So during the work, if you have any questions, you can ask me next class. Okay.
So,
Actually, we have just a few months left. That is not a long time. Okay.
yeah.
So you need a little more focus and just spend more time on this review. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Also next time. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna send out all this material and video link. It's gonna be on the post on YouTube. I'm send that all together, okay?
Okay.
So if you don't get it, you let me know, okay?
Okay.
It'll take around 10 minutes, okay?
Okay. That's fine.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you so much. So I'll see you next time, okay?
Thank you, Dr. Chung. Have a
Okay,
good
bye.
night.
Okay, you too.